Hello viewers, um, welcome back. In this video we are going to look at how to solve a question or an illustration on capital budgeting. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe so that anytime new videos are posted, you get them, and hit the notification button as well to be notified. Alright, so per this question we are told Mr. Richard is trying to undertake a project, which is project B in Ghana, and he has estimated its initial cost to be 16,000 cedis. We have the initial cost 16,000 and salvage value of what, 400. So at the end of the project will be having a salvage value. It may be an equipment he wants to buy, or for instance a taxi he wants to buy. Okay, so at the end of the 6 years it has a salvage value of 400. So these are the cash flows. Okay, we have inflows and outflows. So we are required to prepare discounted cash flow table for the project using a discounting factor of what, 5%. All right, so the BI says we should find out the discounted payback time for the period. Okay, and then the II says the net present value of the project, and we are to use the relevant information from the discounted cash flow table we determined above in A. All right, so let's go straight to the solution. All right, so the table is here. We have discounted cash flow table. All right, so in this table we just show the years in columnar form. Year 1, so we're starting from year 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to year 6. We have them here. Okay, and then the next column is the what, cash flows, which were given to you in the question. All right, but here we are bringing the net, so net cash flows. Okay, so in year 0 we introduced 16,000 as a cash outflow. Since it is an outflow, it is kind of in a bracket. Okay, so it's negative, that's why I put it in bracket here. And then year 2, let's go to the question. Sorry, year 1, we have no cash outflow, so we have only inflow of 6,450. So when we come to the table under the year 1, or at the year 1, we put 6,450 there. All right, so we go to year 2, we have an outflow of 50 and an inflow of 6,550. So the net, okay, you are going to pay 50, and at the end of the day you receive 650. So what are you receiving as net amount, which will be the 6,500. So 6,550 minus the 50. Okay, that will give us 6,500. Okay, so we come to the table, and year 2 we have 6,500 here. So we go back to the question. Year 3, we have an outflow of 25 and an inflow of 5,625. So the net will be what, 5,600. So it's going to be 5,625 minus 25, because inflow and outflow, there will be a net there because one is negative, the 25 is negative. All right, so we are going to have 5,600 here in year 3. And then year 4, we have 3,300, which is the net of 180 and 3,480. Year 5 too, we find the net, which is 1,290 minus 290 give us 1,000. Okay, so we come to the table, we show the 1,000 there for year 5. And then year 6, let's take notes here. Year 6, there will be an inflow of 600. Okay, we're supposed to write 600 here under year 6, but you realize the question states that at the end of the 6 years or 6th year, there will be a salvage value of what? 400 cedis, which means if it is an asset you're trying to buy, or let me assume it is a taxi you are trying to buy. After the taxi has given you all the cash flows and you have incurred all those outflows, then at the end of the 6th year, then there will be a salvaged value. Okay, there will be a remainder of what? 400, but it is expected to be sold. So that 400, if it is sold at the end of the 6th year, then you would receive it as an inflow. But take note, in case there is tax in the question, then you adjust this 400 by the tax figure, okay, before you get the net. All right, so you should have adjusted this 400 with the tax rate, but here there's no tax, so you are going to receive the 400 as cash, as an inflow. All right, so you come to the sixth year. We were receiving 600 as an inflow, as well as the salvage value of 400. So in addition, we have 1000. All right, so we move on to the next column, which is the discount factor. They gave us the discount rate, which is what? 5% here. Okay, so that 5% is used to discount all these cash inflows and outflows. It's used to discount all these cash flows to their present. Okay, so the discount factor, to get the discount factor, you put the 5% in the formula. That's the present value discount factor, the discount factor formula. All right, so we have 1 over 1 plus r raised to the power n. N is the number of periods. All right, so for year 0, it is 1 over 1 plus the r is the rate, which is 5%, so 0.0 0.05 raised to the power 0. That will give us 1. So if you come to the table, you realize year 0, the discount factor is 1. So when you come to year 1, then you raise the same thing to the power 1. You raise it to the power 1, and you are going to get something like 0.952. So when you go to the table, you get 0.952 for year 1. So you do that for all the years. If it is year 2, you raise it to the power 2. Year 3, you raise it to the power 3. Up to year 6, then you raise it to the power 6. After that, then you try to find the present value. Okay, so the present value here is going to be the cash flow times the what? Discount factor. All right, so when we multiply the cash flow by the discount factor, we are going to get our what? Present value. For year 1, 16,000 in negative, so negative 16,000 times 1 will give us the same negative 16,000. Then year 2, 6450 times 0.592 would give us, that's year 1, right? So year 1 will give us 6140.4, 6140.4. 4. And then year 2, 6,500 times 0.907. Okay, so that will give us 5895.5. So we have 5895.5. Okay, so year 3, that is 5,600 times 0.864, and that is giving us that is giving us 4838.4. So we have for year 3 4838.4. all right, so year 4 we have 3,300 times the discount factor, which is 0.823, and we are going to have 2715.9. So that's for year 4. We have 2715.9. right, so year 5 we have 1,000 times 784, 0.784, and we are having 784. Then year 6 we have the same 1,000 times 0.746, and we are going to have 746. all right, so that is the present values we have for the cash flows. So we go to the next column, which is cumulative discounted cash flows. Okay, so cumulative discounted cash flow. So the same cash flows we discounted here under the present value, these ones, we cumulate them. Okay, so we add them from year 1, we add the year 2's one to the year 1, year 3's one to year 2. all right, so but for the initial outlay we leave it because we don't need it here right now. So for year 1 we have 6140 6140 point 6140.4. okay, all right, so year 2 is going to be that of year 1 plus the figure for year 2. So 6140.4 plus year 2's figure, which is 5895.5. so year 2 we are going to get 12035.9. so we have 12035.9. okay, all right, so year 3 we are going to have 12035.9. this is this point here. okay, year 3 we have 12035.9 plus 4838.4. so in that case we are going to have 16874.3. so we have 16874.3. so 30. okay, we have 0.30. All right, so year 4, we're going to have 16874.30 plus year 4's present value, which is 2715.90. So we are going to have, for year 4, we are going to have 19590.2. So 19590 point, okay, so point 220. Okay, so year 6, we are going to have 19590.2 for year 4, year 5. Sorry, we are now going to year 5, right? So we are at year 4. So we go to year 5. Year 5 will be year 4's figure, which is 19590.20 plus year 5's present value, which is 784. And that is giving us, that is going to give us 20374.2. So 2 we have 20374 point 2. So this is for year 5. Okay, so we go to year 6. Year 6 will be year 5's accumulated figure, which is 20374.2 plus year 6 present value, which is 746. So that will give us 211 point 20. So 21138.20, that is for year 6. So basically this is the discounted cash flow table. So you have the years, then you have the net cash flow. That is, if you have inflows and outflows, they cancel off each other, so we have net to be shown there. And then we have the discount factor, which is in using a rate of 5%. We have these figures. And then when we multiply the discount factor by the cash flow, we get the present value here. And then we cumulate the discounted cash flows here, which is the present values. We cumulate them. So that of year 1, you still have the same figure, and then year 2, you add year 1's figure to year 2, then you get that of year 2. That's the total. So you keep on accumulating it until you get to year 6. All right, so let's move on to the next requirement. Okay, so the next requirement, the question says use relevant information from the discounted cash flow table to determine the discounted payback period. This one, we have to find the discounted payback period. The discounted payback period or payback period talks about the period it is going to take, the duration it is going to take for the investor to recoup his money, his initial investment he made. Okay, so the requirement is that we should use the table we just prepared. So in that case, let's go to the B. So we have BI. So discounted payback period. Discounted payback period is equal to, alright, so discounted payback period is equal to years before full recovery. So you go to the table, okay, you go to the table and look for the years before full recovery. How many years have you looked at? So you go to the cumulated discounted cash flow. Okay, so cumulative discounted cash flow, you look at it. So year one, we have 6140. Year 2, 12035.9, and then and then year 3 we have 16874. So years before full recovery, we are talking about how many years have you looked at, have you been able to recover at least part of your money. So looking at year 1, you could have recovered 6140.4. Year 2, you could have recovered 12,035.9. okay, but if you go to year 3, you would have covered your 16,000 in full in year 3, but they are saying years before full recovery. So we have only 2 years, that is 1, 2. Okay, we're looking at the years you have been able to recover at least part of your money, but not full recovery. So we've had only 2 years, okay, or years before you enter the year in which you have fully recovered your money. So that is 2 years plus you come to the same table. Okay, so from the cumulative discounted cash flow side, so we are at this side, this place, we are here. So you add the unrecovered amount at the start of the period, okay, the period in which you would have covered the full amount, okay, which is year 3. You would have covered the whole 16,000 in year 3. So as at the beginning of year 3, what is the unrecovered amount? But take note that at the end of year 2, we would have recovered 12,035.9. So you take the 16,000 in the question, or the 16,000 you are initially introduced, then you subtract the 12,035 from it, then you get to know the amount you have not recovered, or the amount remaining. So we have 16,000 minus 12,035.9. So we're going to get let me go to my calculator. Well, we are going to get 3964.1. so we have 3964.1. then you divide it by the cash flow during that period, the period in which you would have recovered your money, which is year 3. You would have recovered your money in this period. So the cash flow for that period, which is 4838.4. So you come to the formula here. We have 4838.4. all right, so 40. Okay, sure. So when we punch this on a calculator, we're going to get 2 plus 3964.1 over 4838.4 and then we have 2.819299769. So this is the answer you get. It means that you have only 2.8 19 years, okay, to recoup your 16,000 you are using to undertake the project. Okay, so you are barely using less than 3 years to recoup your money. So it means that when you undertake that project, in less than 3 years time, you would have gotten your money, which is 16,000 you are introducing into the project. Okay, but the project is supposed to go for 6 years, so it's okay, it's good to undertake such a project, because within 2.8 years you would have recouped your money. So approximately 3 years, within 3 years you would have gotten your money back. And then let's go to, so that is the BI, that's the discounted payback period. Then the B says the net present, sorry, the II says we should find the net present value of the project. So we know net present value equals net present value. So II says net present value, which means that the present values we have, our initial outlay is already in present value form. So initial outlay, so net present value equals our initial outlay plus the total discounted cash flows, or total present values. So in this case, we are going to get our initial outlay is negative 16,000. We add our total present value. So when we come here, the total present value, we could have added the present values here. We add this column, we add everything in this column up to this end, up to year 6, and then we will get the figure. Okay, but it is the same thing we have done under the cumulative discounted cash flow. Okay, so we cumulated it, and then at the end of the 6th year we had a total of what? 2113.8.20. okay, so we go to the formula here and fix it there. So we have 2138.20. okay, so this is giving us, so we have negative 16,000 plus 2118.20, and we are going to get so negative 16,000 plus 21138.20, we will get 5138.20. so basically this is the net present value. Okay, so the next question says we should comment. Okay, so it says comment on the attractiveness of the project using the payback period. Per the payback period, we had a comment that it is advisable to undertake such a project. Okay, so using the payback period, the project is a viable one it is a good project to undertake since it takes just less than 3 years to recoup the initial outlay and all other cash outflows. Okay, all right, and then per the net present value, we had a positive figure, and then the decision rule is that when the net present value, depending on the type of project you are undertaking, when the net present value is greater than 0, so when we have NPV greater than 0, then we accept. But when NPV is less than 0, we reject. So when we are undertaking two different projects, okay, all right, and the net present values, we have one of them to be positive and the other to be what? Negative. You accept the positive one and then you reject the negative project. So using per this question, okay, using the net present value method, it is advisable to undertake the project since it gives a positive NPV of 5,138.20, this figure, okay, and then this will increase profits and therefore increase the value of the company. Very well. So basically per this question, but when you have two different projects, okay, it depends on the type of project you are undertaking. That will give you the decision you should make. All right, so we end it here. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Thank you for your time.